Well, hello there everyone. This is No Name Moment 7. I have my little shoulder admiral here with me as well. Is it Vice Admiral, second in command, who is very happy. Yeah, he's pretty happy to be here right now. I don't know how long it'll be until he starts getting antsy to leave, but yeah, for now he's happy. And I'm back with some more Rule the Waves 2 as the USA. Let me get my good old display capture up. Now the rules are actually visible. Yeah. So we just got done with a war with Germany. We did beat them. It wasn't the greatest victory. I think we did lose a couple destroyers fighting them. But other than that, it was just we sank a couple of cruisers and that was basically it. But, we managed to take this whole, well this and this. We left the Marshalls just kind of sitting there. But, Bismarck Archipelago, that doesn't quite put me in range of some of the stuff like Papau and the Solomons, but it's close. Once we get a couple of technologies, that will. And I kind of want, like, I don't know, Bougainville would be fun to take at some point in time as well. But yeah, now we got the Caroline Islands and the Northern Marianas. We still got Guam, and we're still kind of expanding the Philippines a lot. That whole area. And oh yeah, we also got Quechu Bay, so we have some basing capability in Northeast Asia now, which means that Weiwei is now within our grasp if we do go to war with Britain again. Now, ideally, the only target within range right now is Weiwei. These two don't count for whatever reason. Britain's probably the most useful nation to go to war with at the moment, but I'd rather challenge, like, France and Germany and I would say maybe Japan, but probably not Japan. Yeah, not Japan right now. So, now we have that. The next goal we have to do is we have to figure out what ships are we putting on foreign station. So, we have a good amount here left. And right now, on foreign station, we are going to have these guys, first of all. Wait, that did it. Okay. That works then, apparently. I don't know if we'll have to change that later on. Oh yeah, no, it didn't fix it. We just need more in Northeast Asia. Oh, the only reason why this fixed it is because we have ships in one of the places. So we need more tonnage. We're gonna need 9,000 more. So there are two possibilities. One is I could go with a Delaware, and the other I could go with two Olympias. So we're talking hundreds. Yeah, it looks like the Delaware is cheaper. So I'm going to order, let's say, well, okay. So we have two in Southeast Asia right now. We have one transiting to Southeast Asia. I'm going to move you guys to the west coast here. Back there. Oh, Illinois is still repairing. Montana, I think I'm going to order you to move to Northeast Asia. You're actually going to be my foreign station warship. The Minneapolises will be mothballed again. I don't think I want to scrap anything right now. So then we have our Northern European force, and how I'm going to move this is going to be interesting. Now, the big question is, do I want my greatest concentration... Actually, okay, one thing I want to do first is I want to build another Wyoming. And I could be just because I want to have 4 of these things. And I have a lot of money right now, so I can spend some. We are working on a group of submarines. We have a couple older submarines. It's not quite that bad yet. How many? Okay, we only lost one destroyer against Germany, but really not much happened in the war against Germany. Other than that, we do have these new Amen class destroyers, which are, I think, going to be better than our Draytons. Can't quite get another knot out of them yet. It would be nice to do so. Or if we can go down to 3-inch guns, we had like a C. Oh wait, no, not a C gun, a C torpedo tube mount. Like so. Yeah, we could. Get us an extra torpedo. I mean, they don't seem to be that great right now. So we did get rid of our doctrine after last time. That's good. So all these guys are... These guys are still in Northern Europe. Oh yeah, Northern Europe. Anything in Northern Europe has to be moved. But I also do want to try to get our ships positioned well. So we have a set of berries along the west coast, and I think I'm going to move one set of amens to the west coast as well. We have a set of berries in the Caribbean. What I'm going to do is... I'm going to move these berries to the North American East Coast. And these guys as well. Okay, so we're going to have along the west coast 8 berries and 4 amens, I guess. So, in regards to what's going to be in the Caribbean, I think I'm going to move this group of ships over to the Caribbean. So we can get 5 destroyers down there. Now, okay, so that one's on Foreign Station, Montana. So we have one in the Caribbean, one on the East Coast. So I'm going to move this one in the Caribbean to the East Coast. Delaware and Arizona will be moved over to the Caribbean. You, and you. All of you guys are going to be moved over to the North American East Coast. Okay, that's good. And then... Okay, so the Olympias... That one's in Northern Europe, that one's in the Caribbean. So... Our older 2 Olympias are going... Well, okay. What do we have on the west coast? We're going to have 2 Olympias on the west coast. I think it would be smart to get a couple of Spokanes along the... well, you know what? No. I'm going to send 2 St. Louis's over to the west coast. Or 2 St. Louis... it's St. Louis. North American west coast. You're going to move back to the North American East Coast, that Olympia. And then... yeah, you guys are going to be in the Caribbean. You guys are going to move back to the North American East Coast. And then you guys are in Northern Europe. Yeah, you will move back to the North American East Coast. And I'm going to move my last St. Louis into the Caribbean. Other than that, we need to move our Draytons back into the... not there. Let's try this again. All of you guys... I broke the game. Okay, I'll move all of you guys to the North American East Coast. There we go. Okay, so all these guys are along the East Coast. These Kingfishers should once again be mothballed. For now, we'll just move those into the reserve fleet since we're not moving them. We'll move them into the okay, so that has now broken. I'm gonna have to save and restart the game here real quickly. If you can, give me a quick moment to do that. Yeah, this will just take a moment. I am sorry about that. The game just started glitching out on me. Alright, here we go. Yeah, which one? USA. Come on. There we go. Okay, we're back. So, yep, we just gotta wait for everything to move. And right now we have 2 cruisers, or 2 new CLs and 4 new CAs under construction. So, yeah, we're building 4 of the Wyoming class. I could have built an improved Wyoming class. I don't think it's quite worth the cost yet. Okay, new docks completed. Good. And we have a lot of funding. But I am going to continue building larger docks. Did we improve the Philippines at all yet? Or is that... Yeah, okay, base capacity 300. We have 300 base capacity here. That's good. And now that everything is moved... Alright, so... You still got to repair to go to the west coast. Okay. Move you guys to the reserve fleet since we're going to get new ones when you are all done. Mothball them. And then you guys aren't done moving yet, but reserve all of you guys. Mothball these guys. These guys still have to move. Reserve them. These, reserve them too. And that has got us some of our money back, as our ships still have to move everywhere. Alright, we got information on on the dreadnought the Germans are building. That is a very strong belt. Ooh, yeah, I wouldn't be confident at fighting this thing. Even with only 6 11-inch guns, that belt, that's dangerous. That belt is dangerous. But it doesn't have good turret armor, and that could, sway things massively in our favor. Now, in terms of research, okay, I have this on high, and yet we only have 1 level. That's annoying. We need larger destroyers, first of all. That is one thing we badly need right now. 600 tonners in 1907 aren't really... In 1907 they're okay, but once we're talking about building these for like 1910, they're really not going to be that great. So our armor development's low, naturally. That kind of makes sense. We do have 10-inch guns of quality 0, 8-inch guns of quality 0, and then 6-inch of quality 0. I want to look at research again. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, ship design. So, right now, there are a couple of technologies I really want to get. Now, there are several ways this can be done. One possible way is I could get 4 centerline turrets, which I hopefully do, and then cross-deck firing. And that would allow me a, like a Rivadia type ship, although as a CA, where I can get a broadside of 12 10-inch guns. You know, for less weight than this ship here weighs. Now, the other potential technology I could get is 5+ centerline turrets, and I do really also want that technology. Now that would also be really good if either of those would be really good if I can get B turrets too, or B super firing, which, you know, is a technology I want. Alright, so then you have to move back to the North American West Coast. You gotta go into the reserve fleet. You should probably go into the reserve. No, stay active for now. We still got ships moving around. Okay, so these... Yeah, okay, we still got some ships still having to move to the West Coast. We've commissioned 3 subs. Okay. So, this event is interesting. Because by the rules, I have to build battleships. However, or by the rules, I have to take this option. However, by the rules, I cannot build battleships. And I have not yet figured out how to respond. So what I'm going to say is that in this event, I can choose to either build the battleships and scrap them, or convert them into carriers. That is allowed. Or accept the prestige hit. This is the one time I will allow myself to accept a prestige hit on this one event. Or we could build 3 really cheap battleships, get the prestige, and then scrap them at the soonest opportunity, which is what I'm going to do. Main battery wing turrets. DD, there we go, we get better DDs, but now, now I have to design a really cheap pre-dreadnought here. So auto design, give me a pre-dreadnought. How cheap can I make this? Alright, so then just decrease this mass down a lot. I think I am gonna let my bird go in the cage. He seemed like he wanted to go. Okay, so the mass is identified as a CA at the moment. How fast do I... Wait, no, you need to be 5-inch guns. What if I do 12.5 inches of belt armor? Okay, so I think I need... Can I do it with 10-inch guns? Okay, there we go. So we can do it with 10-inch guns. No torpedo defense. How small can I get the belt? Can I get a 6-inch belt? No. Can I get a 6.5-inch belt? No. So if we have a 12-inch belt, it does identify us as a battleship. If I get an 11-inch belt, it still does. If I get a 10-inch belt, it still does. If I get a 9-inch belt, it doesn't. So what about a 9.5? It doesn't. So I need a 10-inch belt. Belt extended, we're going to do 0, deck extended, 0. Since the whole point of this ship here is to get scrapped before entering service and to be as cheap as possible. Ships of Type B must have that. So if we do 2 secondary guns. Okay, what's the lowest number of secondaries we can get away with? I can get away with 12. Can I get away with 8? I can get away with 8. Can I get away with 6? I can get away with 6. Can I get away with 4? I can get away with 2. I cannot get away with 2, so I can get away with 4. This is legal. Can I do this? Yeah, I can go this low. This is still legal? This is still legal. Ooh, what happens if I decrease the amount of guns? Is this still legal? This is still legal. Can I get rid of the aft turret? Is this still legal? No, it is not. Is this legal? This is legal. Reduce that. Reduce the amount of ammunition. Oh my god, I don't know why my mouse has been double clicking for the stupidest reasons recently. Alright, we had 10 inches of belt, 1 inch of deck. This was a 10-inch gun. We had a single forward mount, single turret, central firing, 1 fire control position. We'll go 6-inch guns here. We had 4 of them. Yeah, change type and continue. I'm allowance, okay. Short range. We'll go medium range. Well, you know what? No, we'll go short range. Okay, so it does need more stuff using displacement. Is that legal? No. Too many and are too heavy secondary guns, so we'll go that many. No. Wait, hold on. Can we do 4-inch? No. Oh yeah, ship class must have a name, so this is the, let's also not have a superstructure on this one. The scamming the president class. Yeah, that's probably about as cheap as we can get it. So now we're building the scamming the president class of battleship, and we do have some subs completing. Well, I don't think I can afford to get more subs built. We have more ships in the Indian Ocean than we can support. Yeah, that's fine. Reserve that ship. There we go. We're finally getting our ships on the west coast here. You guys are active, so you guys should be reserved. You guys should be reserved too. Actually, you guys are berries. You should probably be mothballed. We'll mothball these guys too. There we go. Now our fleet's on low readiness for the moment, so the scamming the president class is done. I will sell that to Italy. Yeah, I'll build 3 of these. Scamming the president, we will rename you to, not going to ever finish. You two, scrapyard bait, I guess. Well, let's go with this then. Alright, so we just gotta get that done. Yeah, I'll sell them it. Just, keep the money I have. Okay, we get more funding. We get a weight savings on machinery. We have more Indian Ocean than we can support. Why are you in the Indian Ocean? Move to, Northeast Asia. That was weird. There we go. Now we receive much praise. I'll continue to sell stuff to Italy. And hey, we researched guns which are useless to us. Okay, can I scrap these yet? Alright, we can't scrap them yet. So whenever we can scrap them, we will. Can I scrap them yet? Nope. You know what? Why are we even building these things? Let's just halt their construction and save the money. Alright, so our Montpelliers are going to finish here. And I am going to open their design. Let's try this again. My mouse has been doing some weird stuff with clicking. I think I moderately broke the mouse. But I'm trying to figure out if that has anything to do with the weird clicking or not. I suspect it probably does. Alright, so we're going a little faster for this one. We might actually be able to increase our belt armor and turret armor a little bit. No. Be 20... keep the belt armor down. Increase the turret armor. Or not. Just go 27. Yeah, belt extended deck. Is that... Oh, wait, we can go oil firing, right? Yeah. Yeah, we can. We can do 2 point... we'll stick with the 2-inch turrets and decrease the mass of the ship slightly. I don't think there's anything else I want to put on this ship. Probably not. This will be the Tallahassee class cruiser, and we're gonna build them as those guys come offline. So I have to take the prestige option there. And let's build 2 Tallahassees. I don't know why it briefly showed us building 3. Alright, tensions are moderately going up with some nations. Okay, cool. Industrialization is good. Our dock size has increased again. That's good. Amsterdam's also now commissioned. So that gives us 2 competent CLs on the East Coast. I'm going to build 2 more. Honestly, we do need these CLs, I think. Alright, Montpelier is finished. Okay, so Italy's working on this thing, then. That's interesting. That's intriguing. I could probably hold a candle to our North Dakotas. Yeah, we have to do this. We have to take that prestige, and that's gonna piss Japan off. So I'm gonna increase spying on them to low. And then I'm gonna wait till this turn. We have to take the tension option. Oh yeah, the other thing I want to do is we're gonna need to design new destroyers as well. Okay, so we can go to oil firing. We can go to 27 knots. I don't think I can improve the actual design of the ship. I'm gonna increase the belt armor. How... We can go to this tonnage here. I cannot be identified as any legal types. We can go 7 inches of belt armor. Can we go 7.5 inches? Yeah, we can. So as soon as we hit 8, though, it just stops being identifiable. That's lame. That's lame. Conning tower. Get it up to 9. And hopefully the 24 6-inch secondaries are going to be helpful. Alright, so that's a new name. This will be the North Carolina class. Assuming that name's not already taken. I might increase the turret armor to 11 then. Yeah, I do want to armor the main turrets that heavily. Yeah, I think this is an acceptable ship design. Oh, that'll take 2 months. Okay, I thought it was going to take 4. Yeah, let's auto-design a destroyer now, though. Okay, first of all, that didn't quite work. Second of all, that still didn't quite work. I don't think we want that fast. We need oil. Oil firing is good. 4-inch guns are good. I'm not sure I want an L forward center line, so I'll get rid of that for the moment. Let's just delete the funnels for the moment. Torpedo armament-wise, so let's see. Can we get a W? Well, let's not get a V. Can we get this? Normal accommodation. Normal range. Cool. And then what I want is maybe an F and a G. Torpedo tube mount there. That is okay. So then what we could do is now we could try the L. Too many. So we can't do the L. But we can do like a D and an E, I think. And be fine. Although what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch this out for this guy here. Actually, you know what? No. We're going to bring it kind of back like this. We'll actually go along here. Alright, and then structure, whatever the aft one is, this guy here, I'm gonna move you. Alright, cool. And then funnel-wise, we can just kind of stick them here. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, honestly, I'll probably just... Yeah, this is a decent destroyer class, the Cummings class. Alright, so... I'm going to say normal engine priority, and I will decrease it a knot in speed. Just so that it's upgradable. Alright. Torpedo Protection 2 is now available. So one thing I want to do is, can I scrap these guys yet? Yes, I can. And scrap you. And scrap you. Alright, so our design study is going to complete in a month. Oh, we're getting close to cross-deck fire. Alright, so we're going to order 2 North Carolina class CAs here. And... okay, design ship, just suggest a name, Minnesota. The USS Minnesota will be the second one. So in this regard, right now, how many states, or how many cruisers do we have named after states? We have 6 there, the 10 Delawares, and then 2 North Dakotas. So that's 12 plus 6 is only 18. Only 18 ships named after states right now. So we still have a lot of names to go through. You know, that's out of 48 for this time period, I think. I don't think... Yeah, it would be 48 for the time period we're in here, since Alaska and Hawaii weren't added yet. So that was a new Japanese dreadnought. Ooh, cross-deck fire is now done. Which means I think we are going to want to design a new one of these. Although we... Yeah, now that we have Torpedo Protection 2, I'm going to open the North Carolina design and just completely redesign the thing. And then have these, you know, immediately follow after these North Carolinas here. Alright, so we still want this sort of armament. We want doubles. Oh, I can't do an X. I can only do a V. That's lame. Because that prevents me from putting on cross-deck fire without, you know, using a W instead. So, yeah, we gotta go with the W approach here. Which is gonna lead to an awkward-looking ship. Can I get it to an 8-inch belt? It will not allow me, so I'm stuck with the 7.5. Now we can decrease the mass a bit here. This would give me the same 10-gun broadside, but on a cheaper ship. I might increase the belt extended armor. I could bring up the deck a little bit and bring up the turret armor a little bit to like 12 inches. Let these ships survive a little longer. And now we should be okay. So these will weigh as much as a Wyoming, be as fast as a North Carolina with better turret armor. Yeah, okay, so these will be as... Yeah. Let me restart that statement. These will be as heavy as a Wyoming, as fast as a North Carolina, with the same broadside, with better armor. Most importantly, that deck armor being increased. And with better torpedo defense. Yeah. And it's just a new name, the Oregon class. Alright, so start with Structure 1. We'll have that be a line. Structure 1 will go there. Then we're just gonna do like this. And then probably back to here. Actually, you know what? I have an idea for Structure 1. We're gonna start here. Oh, what is... Okay, my bird's being good. There's a certain sound it makes. Sometimes he's doing naughty or he makes, not I make. A certain sound he makes. Sometimes he's doing naughty things when he does that, and sometimes he's just eating. He is a snot. Birds are snots. Always. Alright, so then show turret arcs. We're gonna go here, probably, with this. Yeah, that's fine. I like how that line looks. So then we want an oval here. And probably another one there. So if you can tell, this is already going to be kind of similar to like Moltka or something like that. A Moltka class. Now, don't accidentally press the X button. This is just kind of logically how you build something of that sort, though. So then we're going to do something probably like that. Bring it over there, and then maybe this. Actually, no, we're gonna kind of. Yeah, okay, go to here. And then do maybe something like this. I hate how it's lopsided. That gets annoying. Alright, so realistically, you're. Oh, what is it? The, pole, mast. The mast would go there. Actually, you know what? I'm going to get rid of structure 3 as I have it. I'm going to use structure 3 like this. And then structure 4 will be the mast back here. There we go. Hey, Doomsday, how's it going? We're working on probably our first actual decent CA here. I mean, I guess the Wyomings are, or the Wyomings and North Carolinas aren't going to be bad. But you know, this is like the first one where the broadside is entirely from its own, or basically every single gun can be fired on the broadside. Unfortunately, I want more technologies, and it looks like Japan might be pushing to a war with us at the moment. Yeah, okay, so we'll save this as the Oregon. It'll cost some money, take a couple months to design. Nice! Oh, that's good. That is good. So our Wyomings are 27 knotters. So as long as the North Carolinas keep their speed, that means that they're going to be the same. And if our Oregon design winds up being finished, that will be the same. That could give us a set of 8 27 knot CAs here. Alright, so this is the Dreadnought Japan is working on. Wow, we're actually pretty good. Well, not pretty good. Pretty okay compared to our CAs. I'm gonna decrease spying on Japan. I don't think there's too much purpose in going to war with them. Okay, Wyoming is commissioned. New docks completed. Okay, so what happened? What choice? Alright, do either of these give me prestige? No. I don't want to spend money right now. Okay, so build me the CA Oregon. For the moment. New Mexico is now commissioned. Yeah, now we are kind of low on money, so I think 2 more. Actually, you know what? I'm going to mothball the rest of the East Coast Delawares here. We'll leave Illinois and Michigan where they are. That'll give me just a little bit of money. As our Wyomings get into service and work up, I might reserve Wyoming for the moment. So in terms of cruisers, in terms of CLs, we have 2 good ones. We're building 4 new CLs right now, along with a set of 4 destroyers. I probably do need destroyers pretty desperately. Okay, now we can get triple turrets. That's going to be interesting. we have to take the prestige option. Okay, so Wyoming, or not the Wyoming, Colorado's almost done. Budget, so that decreases budget and tension. I can take any of these options and be within my rules. So that decreases budget and tension, increasing the time between the next war. Or we can protest. What sort of ship, what sort of state are they in? We have 15 CAs in service right now. We'll have 16 here soon. Along with hopefully a batch of 4 building if I can get the second Oregon building. And that really is where all of our tonnage is. That's a lot of tonnage. Like, sure, we have a lot of CAs, but, you know, ours are on average, like, massive. And our budget's really good right now. I'm gonna protest. That doesn't actually increase it that much. Alright, build us our second Oregon. Alright, that has to be named Scamming the President now, unfortunately. The Scamming the President class of battleship. Alright, so this will be the CA South Carolina, and then we have to denounce... no, we can denounce them. That gives me more budget. I'll take it. Colorado's commissioned. 3 destroyers are commissioned. Good. Okay, there we go. So now we have 2... We still have 4 CAs building right now. Can I get the 30 knot? Yeah, I think that's good. So that class of destroyer will be what we start building next. Now we have 4 of the Wyomings in service too. Yeah, that's 4 Wyomings, and 4 Wyomings is going to be fun. The North Dakotas, fairly dated at this point. Delawares are really dated at this point. Delawares aren't going to hold up against much. The North Dakotas could maybe fight something. It's really down to the Wyomings, and if we can get the North Carolinas and Oregons done in time. Yeah. Alright. Oh, we get more access. So we could do that. That increases 10. Yeah, Japan, you take that. I'm going to order 12 destroyers and a group of coastal subs here and build larger docks. Our unrest level's going up. Interestingly. Oh yeah, we're going to get 2 Tallahassees done this turn too. Nice! Oh, we get 28 knot CLs from the Tallahassees. Honestly, if those things are 28 knotters, I might as well just build another 2. Why not? Increase spying on Britain to low, increase spying on Japan to low. I'll keep it on those 2 as well. Yeah, I'll sell it to them. Okay, scouting force. Enables a separate scouting force. That could be interesting. Birmingham's commissioned. Yeah, I'll sell it to them. Screw it, I need money. And screw it, get me another 2 more Tallahassees here. These are gonna be, you know, if these are 28 knot ships, that suddenly helps them out a lot more. Although that being said, if I open the design... You know, if I open the design for rebuild... Yeah, it's better for me to continue building more Tallahassees than to build a new ship, basically. The extra... or the surpassing their design speed thing at 28 knots is better than the value of just building the ship capable of going 28 knots. It gives me more tonnage to work with for the same thing. So yeah, I'm going to stick with that. Alright. And our last CL is commissioned. Yeah, buy it. Torpedoes do more damage now. Fun. Unrest is at 6. Alright, decrease spying on most nations. Come on, don't let that unrest get too high. Oh, what does Britain have? So they have 3 dreadnoughts. 2 of these are smaller. One of these is bigger, though. You know, 10, 13-inch guns is kind of scary. In terms of their battle cruisers, I mean, in a one-on-one fight, we're gonna lose. Well, wait, actually, no, we might not. So this has a broadside of 6 14-inch guns. We can get a broadside of 10 10-inch guns on them. And that 10 10-inch guns, that is true with the Wyomings, that's going to be true with the North Dakotas, and that's going to be true with the Oregons as well. We are better armored than they are as well, so that's going to help us. So yeah, we're going to have better guns. Well, we're not going to have better guns. We're going to have more guns, not better ones. But it might be enough. It might be enough to be good, but our armor and our speed is going to help us against these things. Why is it saying... Yeah, that should be 24 knots. So these are 25 knots. They're shit. Basically, this is the ship I'm worried about with Britain. That dreadnought. But we can run from it. Any of our ships can run from it. Our Delawares can make 22. Our North Dakotas can make 24. Our Wyomings and everything coming after them, 27. Now these ships... This one's one of these guys, so not too scary. This one could be scarier. There's CAs, they don't have any major ones, so we're fine in the CA front. Russia, or French CAs. I mean, Kleber's okay, I guess. None of theirs really look that good. I mean, Kleber is pretty heavy and somewhat fast, but, you know, still massively outclassed by everything we have. Germany doesn't have any large CAs. I think Russia... No, Russia didn't. Was Japan building one? Yeah, Japan was building these things. Which, yeah, aren't that good. Yeah. You know, these are already very good ships, and we have another 4 under construction right now. But yeah, these destroyers are going to be crucial. I think one other thing I got to do right now is I've got to rebuild these guys all. Just save them and get them all refit right at this moment. And other than that, our Minneapolises are starting to get old. Alright, these guys should probably be rebuilt with central firing. Just to get those rebuilt. And then other than that, our Chicagos are old, but they haven't received any refits. Our Barrys are old. I don't think that's gonna matter too much. That budget's hurting though. I will sell it to you, France. Okay then, we now have our quality 110-inch guns. Now that's good. That is really, really good. That is so good, in fact, that I'm going to reduce naval gun quality down to low. Now that we have those 10-inch quality ones, I don't need to put research budget into them anymore. Yeah. Juneau, Tacoma, Galveston, there we go. Our Minneapolises have finished their reconstruction, and that should give us some of our money back. Although a surprisingly low amount. Alright, so those have finished their reconstruction. There we go. So that's just all the new shit we're building. Okay, I probably don't need all those guys active right now. Mothball the remainder of the Minneapolises. Mothball these guys as well. I'm gonna keep them where they are. Alright, so... I will take the alliance with Russia again. There we go. Now we get 4 centerline turrets. Okay, that's important. I do want to start readying up for a war against Britain, though, which is going to cost a lot. So we're going to halt construction on the last Oregon here, and then try to bring probably these guys back. So that guy's still in foreign service and still just kind of moving around everywhere. Yeah, we're losing a lot of money here. But we're gonna get a bunch of destroyers here done. There we go. Yeah. Get me more budget. Okay, come on. Tensions are declining. You should not be declining tensions. Come on, Britain. Go to war with us. New docks completed. 3 new destroyers. Yeah, buy it. I need to keep my, funds going as is. Alright, so that gives us, what? That's gonna give us 16 900 tonners. So we're gonna move the Cummings into the Caribbean, I think. And we're gonna move 4 of these guys into the, North American West Coast. So my question is, has the Panama Canal opened yet? When does it open? Parker is commissioned. There we go. Naval aviation lighter than air. Okay, so change pending, 8 months left. Okay, so this increases prestige. Double torpedo tube mounts, that's fun. And it decreases tension. So I'm gonna, with the doctrine, I'm gonna stop the training, get my money back, resume construction on South Carolina, move these guys back to the reserve fleet, and re-mothball all these guys. Yeah, I'm gonna go back down to a lower active status here. You should move to the North American West Coast. You should move back to the North American East Coast. So that'll give us 4 900 tonners in the Caribbean, 4 900 tonners on the East Coast, or on the West Coast, and then 8 in the Caribbean. And now we do have a bit of money. What I probably want to spend it on is better destroyers, so that we can leave all of our 500 and 600 tonners on coastal duty. So we don't need the broadside mounts anymore, I don't think. We can just do this. Yeah, okay. The Wadsworth class. And that will give us an additional torpedo tube. And allow us to fire them all to the side. They're interested in buying those rights. They are our ally. But I'm not going to overspend on them. Now, the other thing we want to do... Okay, so if we are going to war... Let's keep tensions like this, maybe. Well, no, I'll go to low spying on everyone who isn't my ally here. Just to see if we can get any technologies off them. We can try to increase base capacity in the South Pacific. I don't know if I want to do that right now. In terms of places we can invade, really, it's only here, way away. So if we go to war with Britain and take this, actually, I probably do want to improve Kiachu Bay even more. Then we could potentially try to invade North Korea if we go to Japan, or go to war with Japan later. Yeah, we have to take the prestige option. Okay, improved 2-inch guns. Who cares? Who cares about 2-inch guns? Alright, we need to build a new CA design. So, now is where things get interesting. So, we have 4 centerline turrets now. And I think I want to go with a 28 knotter, and I want to go with a heavier design. Just a new name, so the Kentucky class. Alright, so we want to go with our better quality 10-inch guns. I'm going to clear them. Okay, so let's say we do a forward and an aft, and then go with an 8-inch bell. Is that still... that is not allowed, so we still have to go 7.5. Yeah, okay, we want to keep cross-deck firing on. Now, can these be triples? Yeah, they can be. So we want 2 doubles. We want one in the F and the K, still. I want them on cross-deck firing. So now, this gives us a broadside 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 guns. 10 10-inch guns of quality 1. Now, the next thing we can do is we can do a W centerline turret. And that is allowed. Of course, we're overweight at this point, but now you know. How many guns is that? That's 9 plus 4, that's 13 guns. We have 13 10-inch guns on this thing. But I'm gonna stick with this, honestly. I could increase it further. I'm not going to yet. Yeah, I'm not going to. It's better to get the cross-deck firing than to try to get an additional, triple turret on this thing, I think. And then we still have the heavy secondary, battery, so that we can, try to burn down enemy ships. We could try to get a new tertiary battery, maybe a 4-inch guns here. Just kinda help this thing burn anything down which it encounters. Alright, so this will be kind of like an Oregon, but with triple main turrets rather than doubles. So, you know, an additional 3 guns. Yeah, save that as the Kentucky class. President authorizes additional naval spending, so it's looking like we're gonna go to war with maybe Germany here. Okay, so we have to send the battleship. Okay, now tensions have arisen with Britain. Hey Vampy, how's it going? I'm playing this game again. Our monthly balance has gone up though, which means I think I want to put that in doctrine though. This is the game telling me we're about to go to war. So activate them. Reserve them. Move them to the reserve fleet. And then activate probably these guys for the moment. As well. Keep this group of destroyers active. We'll get the men's active as well. We'll get our 600 tonners active. So that's going to cost us a fair bit of money. We can get the CA North Carolina done. And now we get superimposed B turret. But, oh well, who cares? Cube World is accessible by all through Steam at the beta level. Okay. Ooh, how many people are playing it, though? I think is the big question. For me, submarines improved diving gear, yeah, diving gear, yes, you can buy that. Light cruiser armor configuration, that's gonna be fun. Alright, Minnesota is commissioned. And I am gonna lay down the second Kentucky now. Okay. Cancel spying on those 2. We'll get one of our Oregons done here. Oh, okay. Oh, that was the thing. If you could grab the alpha, or if you had the alpha. I didn't have the alpha, so... Oh, our new set of Tallahassee's all finished at the same time, too. Alright, so now we have 2 Kentuckys building. Yeah, I do want to play it, really badly. Is it like something where you can buy it on Steam for the current version, or do you have to have had only alpha? Okay. Yeah. On the 30th. I'm waiting for that. I'll be waiting for that date to get it then. Alright, come on. drag us into war. Right now, we have 9 capable, or we have 9 Dreadnought-style CAs. And then a bunch of, or 10 pre-Dreadnought-style CAs, right? 10? Yeah, 10. Industry on the 9th, 30th. Yeah, I could potentially join in, because I'll probably get it, like, immediately. No, get us a group of 4 coastal subs. I'm going to work on a new CL design here. So we want to go 28 knots, I'm thinking. We want to switch to that armor scheme, though. And that will allow me more centerline turrets. And I'm going to get rid of all this. I don't think we're allowed double turrets yet on these things, unfortunately. Oh yeah, Tallahassee design is pretty good. With friends? Okay. Yeah, I might see if I can join in or not. So I want to build this at that tonnage. We could potentially get torpedo defense. I don't think I will. Okay, so we want a forward and aft turret. We only want singles. So I want an F and a K. And then I want maybe... Okay, we'll see. We'll get a W. And then maybe like an L. No, not an L. I'll get a C. Ship has too much unused displacement. That's our main problem. So this will only have 6 6-inch guns. And these ones have 12 6-inch guns. However, in terms of broadside mass, what? These things can get how many across? With 12 6-inch guns. So it would be 5 on each side. So these things have only 1 gun less broadside than a Tallahassee. At half the number of guns. Yeah, I'm content with that. And, you know, in terms of mass, they are significantly less. I don't know if they're significantly less in cost or not. And they're faster. Well, they're not faster, but that's only because the Tallahassees got lucky. If these guys also get a speed boost, they will be faster. Alright, so we'll do... not something which looks that screwed up. There we go, we'll do that. And then we can do... this here... Oh yeah, funnels. We want funnels. So we're gonna have a circular, nice little circular funnel behind that thing right there, and then we'll have an oval funnel there, and then another one there. And I think that'll be fine. I don't know why my bird is just constantly saying nasty, nasty bird in the background. But he is. And now, yep. Is he practicing? Are you practicing your calls? Yeah, he did learn nasty, nasty bird as a call, though. As you can very well hear. He is not a well-behaved creature. Birds in general are not well-behaved creatures. Untitled Goose Game represents them well. Birds are assholes. Alright. They're lovable little assholes, but they're assholes. Alright, so structure 6. This is actually a really, really simplistic looking ship right now. So let's do something like this. Well, a little better. The Huntington class, I think, is okay. Looks it's good enough. Still cost me a little bit, take a couple of months to build. Well, birds are no more assholes than humans, yeah. Yeah, Russia, you are an ally, you can buy that. Okay, come on. Come on, war with Britain and or Germany. So right now, just build us 1 CL. Just one of them. Okay. So that increases tension. That would bring us to war a little quicker. I'll take it. 2 destroyers are commissioned. Yeah, you can buy it. You're friendly. Okay, so that would have only activated battleships, battlecruisers, and CVs. And since we don't have any battleships, battlecruisers, or CVs, we're okay. Oh, no bees. I can feel the... Yes, no battleships, no battlecruisers. Limits on aircraft carriers, too. Basically, as you can see on the rules... Purpose-built aircraft carriers. 48 planes max. I cannot go beyond 48 planes for purpose-built aircraft carriers. Yes. And I cannot rebuild them to have more planes. If they were originally purpose-built, I can't do that. However, if the ship was built for a different purpose, say one of these Delawares, for example, or one of these CAs here, then I can rebuild that ship to have more than 48 planes. So the idea is that it's going to make me try to rebuild older armored cruisers into my carrier fleet, and that's probably going to be the best strategy, or to spam a bunch of very small CVs. I kind of want to try one of those two strategies out. But yeah, the idea with this was to try to get basically a bunch of super CAs. So these are my pre-Dreadnought CAs. They're not very great at this point in time. There's consideration that I'll scrap a bunch after this war, or after the next war. I've kind of thought about it. I feel like I'm kind of late going into war here, because I had a war in 1902 and another one in like 1905, 1906-ish, 1907, or 1907 was where it ended. So I kind of felt like it was going to start 1910, 1911. Now it's 1912 and hasn't started yet. And I was kind of expecting the war to be either in its middle stages or over at this point. But yeah, that hasn't happened. Now, the good news is, in terms of what we've lost, so far we've only lost destroyers. And in terms of what we've sunk, our CAs have made a really good name for themselves. Now, admittedly, one of these 2 battleships was sunk by the Russians. The other one was sunk in a gun duel with CAs. You still remember a monster battleship you built in World Wars 1? Yeah, you can... Yeah, monster battleships can be built. I have actually built monster CAs in World Waves 1 as well. So we're basically building, like, Dreadnought CAs to replace battlecruisers here. I mean, these things are practically battlecruisers with smaller guns. And right now, the 2nd Oregon's still building, and we have 2 Kentucky's building. I need to rename the 2nd Kentucky. Hold on. Yes. Your 2nd Kentucky will be renamed to Rhode Island. And there we go. So that'll give us... How many states are we going to have? So that's 19. That'll be 20, 21, 22. So 22 out of 48 at this point in time. 12, 18, and... I'm going to guess that the thing didn't have much armor or was very slow. Okay, private shipbuilding's expanding. Dock size has massively increased. Okay, so the other requirement is that I have to take anything with... or any event options with prestige. Which is leading me to war. Let's put high spying on Britain. Britain is a dangerous nation. Okay, so Lion is in service. Oh, I'm face palming right now. Okay, so it's strong. But, first things first. In terms of broadside weight, it's 6 15-inch guns. That's probably superior to an Oregon, or that's probably superior to a Wyoming, is it a North Carolina? Let me check again. Or, yeah, that's Oh, that's definitely superior to a North Dakota. I would say superior to a Wyoming, a North Carolina, or an Oregon with their 10-gun broadsides. Yeah. I don't think it would be necessarily superior to a Kentucky, because it can get all 13 of those guns on a broadside. 8 10s versus... Thir- or, no. 8 15s versus 13 10s? Yeah, pretty much a large invincible, yeah. But that belt armor is garbage. That speed's not good. Um, our current crop of CAs. I mean, I got lucky with the Wyomings. I got really lucky with the Wyomings. They were built for 26 knots. They wound up getting a speed boost to 27. The North Carolinas and the Oregons were built for 27 knots. So that means that we're gonna have 8 of our CAs, 27 knot capable, and 2 new ones we're building are 28 knots. So yeah, that's a 26 knot ship. We can outrun it. But that belt arm, I mean, okay, our belt armor is only 7.5 inches. We can't get much better than that. I'm gonna guess its turret armor is not very good. Hopefully, with a lot of hits, if we can get a CA advantage on this thing, we might be able to bring it down. And call that BB to 26 knots. Okay, yeah, that would be a fast one. The Formidables scare me a bit, still. So then Britain still has these old pre-dreadnoughts. I mean, I can kill an old pre-dreadnought with the CA. And then they have these pieces of garbage for CAs. So the main worry is the British battle fleet. However, in terms of their ability to blockade me, it is we have a base capacity of 50 in Bermuda. So yeah, that kind of helps. On the North American East Coast, they can't get a lot. They'd kind of have to cycle stuff through. The Caribbean, they can get a bit more. Where I would most likely want to fight is down here. Actually, well, let's see. The only British colony I could potentially invade is Wayway right now. So that would probably be my target. For whatever reason, and I don't know why, I can't invade these two. I tried. I tried telling the game to let me invade them. So what I might... Well, to be fair, Britain needs so much tonnage elsewhere, yeah. So, there's certainly some consideration to moving the North Carolinas... Well, no, maybe not the North Carolinas, but some of our larger ships here. Some of our larger CAs over to Northeast Asia, or over to the West Coast. Keep improving Kiachu Bay. Actually give us some, couple 6-inch batteries there. Just to keep it protected. So we can go get Weihawei. They don't have a lot of force there right now, though, so hopefully, we can overwhelm that. We might be able to send stuff into Southeast Asia. I don't think Britain can conduct any amphibious invasions on our territories right now. Unless, of course, they can do it from, like, Freeport and Nassau, because the game is flippin' stupid. Right, I don't know when the Panama Canal opens. Do you remember when it opens? Because that would be very good to know. I have to take the prestige option. We can get early airships now. Ah, crap. 1920. That's not gonna help. Alright, so build us airship bases along the eastern U.S. coast. Just build us one in all the locations. It'll cost a bit of money. Build us one in the Philippines, and build us one in Manila. And then, southeastern seaboard. In Norfolk, maybe. Let's get them along the southeastern seaboard as well, just for scouting purposes. I probably am going to want one at Guantanamo Bay as well. And that'll cost us a bit of money for 2 turns. Increased naval spending. Excellent idea. These chaps are so... Okay. Let's try it. We can build larger destroyers now. We have improved 12-inch guns. It doesn't matter. We are now at war. We can engage in a cruiser action. Well, we have to engage in a cruiser action up here. Thankfully, every single port in this area is ours. So we have a Tallahassee. Oh, this is going to be fun. These are 28-knot cruisers. 28-knot protected cruisers. The funny thing with the Tallahassee was that they were designed for 27 knots. They wound up being 28 knots. And then it's like, well, I'm just going to build more of them. USS Maine, clearly. Okay, come on. So what did I miss? Well, this is the first battle of the war. This is another war against Britain. In terms of ships we have built the Tallahassee class, which is a 28-knot protected cruiser with 12 6-inch guns, which is just loaded with them. So kind of similar to the old Artemisia. Yeah, we plotted to blow up a ship in harbor, and so far nothing has happened. That Pandora class is a 23-knotter. Oh, it's so screwed. It is so screwed. Yeah. But in addition to that, in terms of ships we have built, we have a number of new CAs. Miss those good old center lines, yep. I mean, our new class of CL is, you know, full 6-inch broadside there. We are making full use of the centerline turrets there. But in terms of CAs, I mean, you were there for the North Dakotas, I'm assuming, where we had the 12 10-inch guns in that layout. I did build the Wyomings. That was starting last time, and I did get a 4th Wyoming, which is Colorado, and that's done too. We then built the North Carolinas, which were basically an improved Wyoming with a little bit more armor. More armor, and it could go a knot faster. But then the Wyomings wound up exceeding their design speed. I mean, these ones have a 7-gun broadside and actually look good. Cross-deck firing ships look ridiculous. Cross-deck firing ships are fine. And then we built the Oregons, which is basically a slimmed-down North Carolina with even more armor. And now we're building the Kentuckys, which is, let's take an Oregon and give it triple turrets. We'll probably be able to succeed the Kentuckys with, you know, something even better. We took the first hit here, and it slowed us down. Okay, come on. There we go. We landed a 6-inch hit on it. We landed another 6-inch hit. It scored a near miss on us. It is turning? Oh, wait. Don't go full meme and make cross-deck firing inbred Mississippis. Oh, which one are the Mississippis in real life? Was that one of the standards? No, it went Nevada, Pennsylvania. Yeah, those. Where the? Yeah. I know. No, Mississippi was a battleship, but I don't think it was a type of battleship, unless I'm stupid. Because yeah, it went Pennsylvania. No, wait, no. Nevada, Pennsylvania, New Mexico, West Virginia, and Colorado. Oh no, Tennessee and Colorado. So I'm trying to think which ship is the Mississippi you are referring to here. Because we have... I mean, I think we have one named Mississippi. Or maybe we don't. You know we don't. Yeah, cross-deck firing inbred Mississippis. I'm trying to... But if you're referring to, like, the standards with the 4 twin turrets, then there is a very, very good chance that I'm going to do that. The only way I'm not going to do that is if I get 5+ centerline turrets before I get the B turret for these sorts of things. So we can still continue at our full speed. We have shot it up. It's shot us up fairly well. I'm going to guess it has a better crew or potentially better fire control than we do. But I think we have damaged it more. We're winning the fight so far. Yeah. We've taken a bit of damage. Nothing too massive. Okay, we scored a hit. That's good. Okay. Turn this way. Alright, we scored another hit. Maybe near miss. It's only showing light damage now. Those 10 4-inch guns are really doing surprisingly well against, you know, our 6-inch guns here. This kind of range. I might pull off a little bit. Scored a hit. It was only a 4-inch hit on it, though. Turret disabled on New Haven. Yeah, New Haven's taking a lot of hits and not dealing a lot of punishment to this thing. There we go. A couple of good hits. And it has turned away. We can only go 25 knots now, so it's definitely slowed us down a bit. There we go. Another 6-incher into her. Another 6-incher into her. She is slowed massively. I'm a little worried about a torpedo. One of our guns is disabled, but it does look like we scored another 6-inch hit. Belt penetration. That's annoying. That's going to cause some flotation damage. Oh my god. Oh my god! Score a hit on it, New Haven! Turn this way. What the hell was that performance? That was... Oh, let's just let it shoot us a couple of times. Yeah, now we have 5 flooding, too. I can only make 15 knots. We should not be losing to this cruiser. There we go. We got a hit on the Pandora class. It's showing heavy damage on it. I'm thinking we can survive. There we go. Pandora class hit multiple more times. I'm going to say slow down to 10. Well, no. Keep it 15. Try to put it down. I just hope that they can get that darn flooding under control. The other thought is, rather than sink the Pandora, we could try to make for base. And just try to keep the ship alive. I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah, we're losing too much speed. We're disengaging. And hope that she sinks. Fastest available. Get to St. John. There's a reasonable chance that cruiser is going to be interned. Come on, get... There we go. Got into port. No. There we go. Yeah, we'll end the scenario. Okay, so we escaped with 1 heavily damaged. They also had 1 heavily damaged. Yeah, New Haven, significant flooding. We got her out. Dear God, we did not cause flotation damage. Her crew quality was 0? That was what happened. We misidentified the ship. Clearly you need to court-martial that captain. Yeah, clearly. Even so, we should have completely won this engagement. We had a massive speed advantage. Armor, they had a slight advantage, but in terms of gunnery, in terms of number of guns, we had a massive advantage. Yeah, that was not good. They scored 15 medium hits on us. We only scored 12 on them. That... Yeah. New Haven took 14 medium hits, Pandora took 12. And we had more guns. That was not good. That should not have happened. Alright, so first things first. Start activating everything. Alright, so all of you guys can be activated. And then all of you guys can be activated. And you guys should be immediately put on trade protection. Unfortunately, this is going to cost us a lot, so I'm going to have to halt Rhode Island for the time being, and at least until South Carolina completes. In terms of map, I do want to start planning an invasion there. And try to just remove the British from Northeast Asia. So here we have 2 Delawares, 2 Olympias, 2 St. Louis's, and then we're going to take all these ships and move them into, Northeast Asia. So what do we have there? We have those guys. What do we have in Northeast Asia right now? Do we have anything? No, we don't. Now this ship, Montana, I don't know why you're in the South Pacific. Do we need ships there? We don't need ships there. I don't know why you're there. Activate you. Move ship over to Northeast Asia. I'll accept that we temporarily don't have the tonnage we need on foreign stations. I'll halt Kentucky for the moment. Yeah, okay. Now, we are going to get some money back these next couple of turns. Set raiders to raid? Yes. That is needed. You guys need to raid. I'm just going to continue raiding off the East Coast. Other than that, okay, so I'm going to move these guys here over to the Caribbean. And then I'm going to keep most of my ships on the East Coast for the moment. Yeah, I'll do that. Although there is some possibility where I could try to get some more Delawares into Northeast Asia. Or onto the West Coast, which I think I'm going to do. Actually, no, here. Yeah, you guys move to the North American West Coast. Same with this group of ships, too. Move over to the North American West Coast. And then you guys move to the Caribbean. So that's going to mean that on the East Coast, we're going to have only our advanced ships. For the moment. Yeah, continue anyway. Now the training's applied. That's probably why our shooting was so bad. We needed for our training to complete. There we go. Now we have airship bases. Battleship engagement. Oh god, they're landing on the Bismarck Archipelago. Oh dear god, yeah, we gotta get stuff down there now. Enemy coastal raid up there. Accept that. And that didn't happen for whatever reason, because the game glitched. Alright. Central Pacific, Northeast Asia. So you're there, you're going there. I think you gotta go back to Southeast Asia now. Where? Oh, that's the Bismarck Archipelago. How? What? No! What's their invasion range like? That's bullshit! Alright, yeah, you gotta move back to the South Pacific then. Because if they're gonna take that, there's no way we can get it back. Unless we win the war. So what's... Okay, you're going to Northeast Asia for the moment. You're in the Northern Pacific. So yeah, there's no way we can get you there easily in a turn. I'm gonna divert Michigan over to Southeast Asia, though. Just in case. Well, not Southeast Asia, the Central Pacific. In terms of stuff, we only have one cruiser in the Central Pacific, and it's older. Alright, let's... Okay, we finished airbase constructions. Director firing is now allowed. Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad deal. Small engagement up here. We can accept that. Convoy defense over here. We can accept this, too. There we go. What do we get? We get, 2 Tallahassee-class cruisers. Okay, regroup with the convoy. Sea state limits ship speed, though. That's gonna be annoying. Alright, there we go. Target spotted. How fast can we go? We can... Wait, what? Sea state limits ship speed, but... Oh, 26 knots. That thing can go 28, too, so, yeah. So we're both... Our max speeds are equal, but we have the better cruisers here. It's firing at our destroyers, though, oddly enough. Just kind of keep chasing it. So we have recon airships now leaving. Honestly, I should probably build some in, like, Nova Scotia and Halifax. Alright, fastest available for the moment. Just chase it. I'll wait. What are those? Go to normal speed, please. Break off this way. Oh no. Those are CAs. Why do they have CAs? Run! I don't think we can protect this convoy anymore. Britain sent their CAs after us, and for whatever reason, none of our CAs got involved in the engagement. Because stupid reasons. Game logic, that makes sense. We have way more CAs than they do. Why is not a single one of them in this engagement? You know what, if we go this way, will they follow us? They will. So if there's any way to get them away from the convoy, it's by doing this. Go 26 knots. Well, actually, wait, we can... What's our squad max? Go 27, let Tallahassee catch up. Alright, we're gonna go this way. We're gonna kind of sneak around, go to cruise speed again, and then ultra fast and fastest available. It looks like we have successfully gotten them away, though. We did a little bit of damage to their CL, and our convoy escaped. That's important. So now, we do have some forces in the South Pacific. What do they have? They have a CA and 2 CLs. And we do have stuff in Northeast Asia, too. Alright, do we have anything here on the East Coast? No, we don't. Do we have anything here? Yeah, okay, we have 2 CAs currently transiting through that region. I think it is appropriate to move you guys to the South Pacific. Though. But that is certainly risking stuff. Okay, we have 3 CAs here. Did I forget to move anything else with them? I probably did. Oh right, I was supposed to put more stuff on trade protection. I was supposed to put the berries. Probably all the 500 tonners at the very least should be on trade protection. I think we'll keep everything else active for the moment. I'll resume construction on Kentucky as we finish up South Carolina. Okay, I'm gonna move the remainder of the Olympias over to the North American West Coast as well. And then these guys, I'm gonna move some of them to the West Coast. Well, I'm gonna move these guys to the South Pacific. Now, for the moment, I know I have these guys on trade protection, but I'm gonna activate 4 of them again and move them into the South Pacific just so we have actual ships there to try to defend. They're dominating the seas around Jamaica. Convoy attack here, we can accept that. Okay, this is us doing the convoy attack. I thought we were on the east coast somewhere, not over here. Alright, there we go. Ship sighted. Squad max. What are you? Please don't be a CL. Please don't be a CL. Good. We've identified it as a destroyer. These are some of our 900 tonners. 2. So those look like escorts still. Yep, more destroyers. So they have 3 destroyers here. We have 4. There's our 500 and 600 tonners. And then we have 900 tonners going after them. Are these guys also 900 tonners? Yeah. We have 4 900 tonners going after this formation here. And it looks like their destroyers are just going to run, which means time to wreak havoc. Were those all different merchants? We only need like 1 torpedo per merchant, guys, by the way. So we have hit that Eden class. It would be good to knock out an enemy destroyer, too. I thought I saw Knight approaching, but apparently not. Yep. So this formation here is, well, chewed through. We got 1 Eden running this way, an Eden and a Nith running this way. I could see the Nith escaping, but honestly, I don't want to leave Britain with any ships after this engagement. The more of these ships we take out, the better. So that Eden is kind of just sitting there for the moment. This formation here is massively disrupted. These guys have now split off. I'm hunting down this guy here. There we go, we're scoring hits. Come on. It's pretty crippled, I would say. It's dead. Go after this one up here. Okay, so that right there is probably the Nith class. Wait, CA? What? What are you? Whatever it is, it's shooting at us. There we go. Yeah, that's the Nith class. I was thinking that was the remaining enemy destroyer. Nicholson sights the remaining merchants, basically. Okay, Eden class. Hit, come on. There we go. Pull away. Parker has taken a 4 aft hull hit. Nothing dangerous. Alright, that Eden is now dead in the water. It is now dead. Yes to all. Rescue survivors. So somewhere over this way is the convoy. There's the remaining destroyer, trying to defend it. And now that remaining destroyer is dead. Yep. As I was saying, I don't think I can rely on the 3 knots trick I've heard about. Come on. Sink these merchants. There we go. Those merchants are dead. So there's gonna be more merchants this way, from what I saw. Do we see anything here? There we go. There's the merchant division. This is the remainder. Alright, so we have a group here and a group down here. So we're gonna tear through the group up here first. Chase the escaping one. Found it into submission. It's dead. Go this way. There's the rest of them. There we go. So that's probably one we damaged. And then here's the other group. And I kind of think this is all the merchants here. It might be the case where if we sink this one and it just says all British ships are sinking, then we know. Yep. Got them all. Got the entire convoy. Our 4 destroyers taking 1 light hit. Hold on. No, a single light... Hold on, what was it? 2-inch... We took a single 2-inch hit. That whole engagement. They were able to put a single 2-inch hit on us. And for it, we sank 3 enemy destroyers and their entire convoy. Yep. DD Aaron, DD Stour, DD Afridi, and then all of their merchants. They got nothing out of this. Their total points is negative 75. That doesn't normally happen. You don't normally see negative total points on a side. Yeah. Points for damage to enemy ships, 25. Ship score negative that. Yeah, Oh yeah, I'm guessing that the total points is the points for damage to enemy ships plus the aircraft losses. So they did 25 points of damage and lost 100 due to aircraft losses. I'm kind of curious what those aircraft losses were. They were a Zeppelin, an operational Zeppelin loss. Yeah, that's some victory points. And now we actually do have a force in the south. What is Britain moving? Where are they moving that? Are they moving that to Northeast Asia, or are they moving that to the South Pacific? That's my concern. They have moved their fleet to Southeast Asia. Actually, wait, you know... If their fleets are here... Let's just, Oh, okay, my bird has decided that he does not want to be near me right now. I need to get him back. I need to rustle something. I don't know what's going on with him. Come on, come on, come on back. What was that all about? Why are you like this? Why do you not cooperate? Yes, he has a little snot. There we go. You're back up. I think he wants to go upstairs and play. That's probably it. Like the dog begging to be walked out. So, all these guys are in active service. I'm gonna leave some of these guys behind. And move those guys there. Take this... You know what? Take that division. Leave the Spokanes. Take those guys. Yeah, let's see if we can blockade Britain. That would be hilarious. Alright, so I'm gonna move one of you guys back to, North American East Coast here. And then here, I'm going to take the 2 Montpeliers as well as probably the Cummings and move them over to Northern Europe. Let's see if we can force that whole British fleet to return. Okay, Northern Mariana, lose 0 VP. There we go. We have some of those done. CA South Carolina is now commissioned. Uh, there we go. Invasion battle, but what? We only have one CA in the area? Okay. I don't think I can take it. I have to take this one, though. Oh, they declined. Oh, because it's doing the glitch thing. Because we denied the invasion battle, now it's... Yeah, it's doing the weird glitch. This is gonna be obsolete. So we're blockaded now. Wait, how are we blockaded? What? No. How? We're America. Look! We have more ships here. Oh, it probably doesn't count the raiders. But yeah, Britain's blockaded now. Britain is going to have to think about moving their ships around. Okay, so what ships do we have here? We have some Delawares. We're gonna move these guys over to Northeast Asia. Fortunately, they've moved a battlecruiser here, and we only have one CA. We're trying to fight for our lives in the South Pacific right now, though. I might cancel the invasion on Weiwei for the moment. I think I can deal with being blockaded for a turn, even though it really shouldn't be. I mean, hopefully we'll get South Carolina up here soon. The other thought is I could grab something from the Caribbean, or pull something out of Northern Europe. We'll pull the North Dakotas out of Northern Europe, back to the North American East Coast. Oh, North Dakota has condenser trouble. That's bad. So that's going to be repairing in Russian yards, I'm guessing. I have to take it. So we have 2 CAs. We have the other cruiser division. And there's a very good chance we're going to fight battleships here. So I'm going to pull my ships back to... or pull my main ships back. And what I want to follow that up with... Oh, 2 CLs? Oh, okay, what are you? CL Spartan class. Okay, that's fine. Oh, crap. That's the installation it needs to destroy, though. But... Is it? Yeah, that is. That's their target. But we're hunting this guy down. And chasing him away. Good. Alright, so I'm definitely gonna have to bring my, my Dreadnought-style CAs over to the west coast. Okay, so that's the CA Arizona with us here. And then probably pull some of these guys back to the east coast. Somebody found something. Don't get torpedoed. Oh. That's a little more concerning. Passed by and found nothing, though. Yeah. Anything here? I don't think we found them. And I don't think they found the installation, other than that one which passed by but didn't shoot at it because it was getting shot at by all of our ships. Yeah, they didn't do anything. What did they have? Oh, it was only the CL, and it was running away, so I'm guessing that was a mistaken identification. Alright, Britain is no longer blockaded. I assume that they pulled some of their ships back. And we have gotten them to pull their ships out of Southeast Asia. That's important. That is very important. Which means what I want to do now is... Actually, I'm going to real quickly look up the Panama Canal. So it opened when? Um, 1914? Yeah, okay, it's still too early. Okay, so that made it to the North American East Coast. I'll I'm gonna pull back our entire Northern European force. Here. Now, I'm gonna move the Draytons back to the East Coast, however, the rest of these I'm gonna move into the Caribbean. And then I'm going to move New York back over to the East Coast, though. Do we have anything here which we want to move? Okay, we have those guys still moving. But we'll let them move as per normal. So South Pacific still contested. We're still fighting for our lives in the Bismarck Archipelago. We're currently not... You know what? Yeah, invade Weiwei now. Now that we have pulled everything out. Or out. This is a complicated situation. Yeah, okay. So we have the North Dakotas here on the North American East Coast. The Draytons need to move back to the North American East Coast here. Just so we have those destroyers as defense. And then we have a couple CAs on the East Coast. So the idea is we're going to need to get these guys, the Wyomings, the North Carolinas, and the Oregons, over to the West Coast. And over to participating in those theaters. Nice, we defeated that invasion. Michigan was sunk. Which one is that? Okay, that was one of our Delawares. Michigan's lost now. First CA lost due to that. Cruiser action down here in Nova Scotia. I'll accept. I'll take the risk. It is the CA Connecticut. Flotilla attack? Okay, those are enemy CLs. Unsighted, open... Okay, we're... That's an enemy battlecruiser. Pull away. Yeah, run back to port. We're not gonna win with Connecticut. An inconstant class. Yep. Run. Do a flotilla attack. Try to get it off our tail. What we need to do is we need to just take out the British fleet one at a time. But the problem is that's so difficult. We need concentrations of cruisers. But we need them to be like everywhere at once. Okay, come on. Hit it. Hit it. Hit it with a torpedo. No, let's turn it around though. Cancel the flotilla attack. Get them back to us. One of those guys is damaged. Yeah, the Tribune class is damaged. Alright, so we'll be able to make port. Yeah, How should I handle the future of this war? Okay, so I think we are gonna need... I'm gonna probably want to move 2 Wyomings back to the East Coast. And have a more equal fleet distribution. Just go fastest available for now. I'm just gonna let this play out, and I will be right back. Hopefully they don't give any sighting reports. I'm gonna put a bird back upstairs, because I think that's where he wants to go. Alright, I am back now. So yeah, we lost a destroyer and a minesweeper. K and Tilly's was sunk, and the Barry class destroyer Lawrence was sunk. They get a marginal victory. Little bit of damage to their CLs, but otherwise nothing much. Our main force escaped. Alright, we are blockaded currently. Resume construction on the 2nd Kentucky. Unrest level is 7. That is not good. I was way more confident going into this war. Alright, so now we have 3 in the South Pacific. I'm gonna pull 2 of them out. 2 of them out to Northeast Asia. We have 3 Delawares in Northeast Asia. That'll give us 5. Okay, so I'm gonna pull 2 Wyomings back to the North American East Coast. I'm gonna move the North Dakotas into the Caribbean. I'm gonna move these guys back to the North American East Coast, because we do need ships there quite badly. And that New York's returning to the East Coast, I think. So you're still working up, but I think I can send you over. So this group of ships right here, I want to send you guys to the North American West Coast, because I feel like we're gonna fight them more on the west. Alright, so we have a couple Olympias on the west coast. Other than that, okay. Yeah, we have some Olympias there. Other than that, all these guys are in the Caribbean. Won't keep St. Louis in the Caribbean. I'm gonna keep 2 Tallahassees on the east coast. And I'm gonna keep our Montpeliers on the east coast as well. So I'm gonna leave 2 of the Tallahassees in I'm gonna leave 1 of the Tallahassees in the... No, I'll leave 2 Tallahassees in the St. Louis in the Caribbean, and the remaining 4 are going to all move over to the west coast. Okay, so in terms of our destroyers, so we have a group of 900 tonners in Northeast Asia. We have the rest of our 900 tonners are either in the Caribbean or are in the Caribbean, I should say. So I'm gonna want 4 of these guys to stay on the East Coast. Or 8 of them. Yeah, okay. I'll leave the 600 tonners and 900 tonners where they are. I'll move some of the Draytons into the Caribbean. Actually, I'm going to move all the Draytons into the Caribbean. And then all of these guys are going to move to the North American West Coast. And hopefully this will sort stuff out a little better. So we're going to keep these guys in the South Pacific. Yeah. Keep them in the South Pacific to repel future attacks. We can keep these guys on the West Coast. Yeah. Actually, you know what? We're going to move 2 of these Olympias over to Northeast Asia. Or currently, we have the only force. Britain has pulled their main force back, it looks like. Which is going to give us time to potentially take Wei Hwei. Okay. Oh, they blockaded us so we couldn't move them. That's lame. We can move ships in, but we can't move ships out. Alright, small engagement here. It's only a small engagement. Yeah, why not? Convoy attack here. There we go. We are no longer blockaded. Good to know. So whatever ships we were trying to move here out, we should try those movements again. I think that was you. You should move to the Caribbean. Okay, so these guys are on the East Coast now. This one I'm going to want to move to the Caribbean. The Spokanes are along the East Coast. These guys made it to the East Coast. 2 Tallahassees are in the Caribbean. Yep, 2 Olympias are in the Caribbean. I don't know what 10 move. Oh yeah, it was these guys too. Into the Caribbean. There we go. So now we broke the blockade. And their ships are being moved around still. On the Northern Marianas. Way away. A raider. Winslow was a raider? What? I didn't set that as a raider. I might have done something stupid. Unexpected cruiser action up and way away. This will probably be against their battlecruiser they supposedly have up here. Oh, do we only get 1 armored cruiser? If we'd gotten multiple armored cruisers, I'd be way more confident. Alright, what are you? Yeah, single BC. Wait, is that it? Oh, it's a pre-dreadnought. Chase it. We're eating ourselves pre-dreadnought tonight. And damn the consequences. We have CLs. We have destroyers. Form a support group now. The destroyers, you guys are going to be on constant attack. Like so. Okay, we scored a 6-inch hit. We took a 6-inch hit, I'm guessing. So yeah, 6-inch hit. We scored a 10-incher. Turn this way. Illinois secondary battery hit. That's annoying. Howe class hit with a 6-inch gun. So our destroyers are now going after it. Nope. So we're taking hits. We're certainly taking hits. We're taking some 12-inch hits. Yeah. Unfortunately. Oh, our speed's been massively slowed. Turn. Give it broadside. Illinois machinery repaired. We make 12 knots now. Cancel the flotilla attack order. Yeah, it seems like we aren't doing enough damage to it. Nicholson fire spreads. Howe class hit. Illinois fire extinguished. We've done some damage to it. But it's done some significant damage to us, too. And I think I have to pull away. Alright, you know, if it's coming back around, we're going to position ourselves. Well, hopefully. Is it just running again? It's running. Alright. We'll retreat. Launch a flotilla attack. It's turned around. Cancel the flotilla attack order. Alright, so this battle inconclusive. Illinois definitely took damage. Significant damage. We did give that battleship some damage in return. But his bigger guns just kind of let it hit a little harder. Yeah, they did win. They did more damage to us than we did to them. Yeah, this is a war we are... How are we Oh my god. You gotta move back up to the North American East Coast. They are successfully blockading us. Oh my fucking god. Britain has put their entire force right here. They're not going to be able to sustain that on Bermuda. They can't. They can't sustain this. So that's going to lead to ship internments right there. I'm going to put my subs on fleet support. Prize rules still. Okay, so we have our main force moving around here. Still. It'll go up to the west coast. The Caroline Islands. There we have 5+ centerline turrets. Now we can research amphibious operations, so we'll accept it. Nice! We invaded, wait, okay. So this would also be an invasion battle. It's in support of land combat. Yeah, these invasion battles just kind of now exist because we took one. No way I can take that. Auto-resolve that. Alright, there we go. Britain has pulled back for the moment. Yeah, Britain knows that they cannot sustain a blockade on us. And now we've invaded, Wei. So one thought is, we might try to fight the British in, Southeast Asia and see what we can take out there once our force has reached here. So that is... These cruisers... Is our last cruiser following us still? Ships in service. You need to move to the North American West Coast. I meant to set that one up, too. Oh, I did set that one up. That one didn't move. That's why. That one didn't move due to the blockade. South Carolina. You've got to rejoin the majority of our fleet. So you guys... Actually, you know what? South Carolina? I'm just going to move you directly into Southeast Asia. So Britain seems to want to blockade Southeast Asia a lot. Let's see how they like it. So unfortunately that was one of our destroyers, I think, which had issues and got interned. Yeah. Mad that Delaware got mined, or not Delaware, Michigan got mined, but oh well. Yeah. Destroyer Winslow is on the north. What? On the... Did I set them to Raider like a moron? If it's interned somehow on the North American West Coast? I must have accidentally clicked a button somehow. One of these things. That's an odd place for it to be. Oh, well. So I'm going to build a couple medium-range subs here. Alright, so now we're fighting over Wei. Anywhere else we can invade. Okay, research for now. Amphibious operations needs to be high. Can we invade, like, here? No. So Britain can invade here, but we can't invade them back. That's lame. They have greater invasion capacity than we do in that, or greater invasion range than we do, I should say. We have a Wei now. Alright, Japan's building battlecruisers, and our CA North Dakota has been sunk by a mine. I hate these mines! And now we're blockaded again! Oh my fucking god. Yeah, we have lost one of our better CAs now. Due to a fucking mine. Oh my god. We need better those things didn't have great torpedo defense. Okay, so our ships along Northeast Asia aren't that useful anymore. Britain cannot get into Northeast Asia right now. So my current thought is we try to engage them in the South Pacific. Now, I'm going to move... Okay, which ships are there? These guys. So, Delaware, you're going to move back to the North American West Coast. all of you guys are going to move to the North American East Coast. Actually, you know what? No. You guys are just going to stay on the West Coast, I think. If Britain's trying to blockade us on the East Coast, and I'm not super... Sorry. I'm not super concerned about, like, the South Pacific... Well, you know what? I might move a couple of these guys into the, Southeast Asia. I'm going to take the fleet. I'm moving to Southeast Asia back to the North American East Coast. Which means what I basically... Well, wait, where... Yeah, okay, they're going to the correct zone now. Go back to the North American East Coast. Why were you in Northern Europe? That's stupid. So you guys were moving as well, and all of you guys were moving. Move ship back to the North American East Coast. Design ship destroyer. I want our larger destroyers now. 5-inch guns. Okay. You know, I'm going to auto-design a destroyer. See what it comes up with. It's kind of stupid. Especially for that being in a sea mount. Don't put stuff in sea mounts game, please. It's kind of bad for stuff to be underwater like that. Oh, go to normal. Go to 30 knots for now, and then add our, we'll add another torpedo tube mount. And then structure 4 will be this. Structure 1 will be changed. And then we'll just kind of go back here. And then I'm going to move this funnel here, and then add a funnel there. Alright, there we go. That is the destroyer class, the Rowan. We're going to move it up to 31 knots, I think. Okay, that's still... I mean, that leaves some room for upgrading in the future. But for now, we could stick a couple 3-inch guns on it. So that's a little more of a gunboat than our current destroyer types. So what else do we have in Northeast Asia right now? We have the Olympias. We have a couple of Olympias there. You guys should probably move over into the... oh, where? Into Southeast Asia. And then other than that... yeah, that's fine. Those guys are on the North American West Coast. Yeah, that's fine to have a couple there. I'm going to move 2 of you guys into Southeast Asia as well. Alright. So, I don't think we can plan any invasion. Can we do any here? For whatever reason, no. Okay. By all means, buy it, Russia. You're friendly. Okay, cruiser action here. It's saying small. They decline. Convoy defense here. Large is concerning. We'll accept. Cruiser action here. With the forces in the area, I'll take it. Even though it is riskier since these are Olympias. I mean, Olympias can hold their own. It's just, we're not... yeah. The problem is, it's going to come at us. Oh, they didn't meet us. What ships do they have? They were probably faster than us, but we had better armament than they did. Yeah, they were 28 knot cruisers, but we were better armed. You know, we're only 23 knot cruisers. We're very obsolete at this point. There we go. Let's get a squadron of Rowans underway. You know, better destroyers. Alright. So... finally moving our stuff back to the North American East Coast. Yeah, by all means, buy it, Russia. Enemy coastal raid here. We have to take it. Okay. South Carolina and Wyoming. Okay, so South Carolina got back. This is okay. This is okay. I am okay with this. Any reports of anything? Is there goal to sink 2 ships? Is it down here or is it up here? I don't know. There we go. Squad max. I would not be surprised if these are battlecruisers. Yep. CA hit. We've identified these as CAs, though. They are indeed enemy armored cruisers. Well, this is gonna be fun. Yeah. How are each of you gonna like having... Okay, you guys are armed with what? That one has 4 8-inch guns, 12 5-inch guns, and then this one has the 14 6-inch guns. Yeah, how do you feel about the 2 armored cruisers you're facing, each having, 10-inch guns? How do you feel about that? And being capable of 27 knots. Cummings' contact with division. South Carolina took a belt extended penetrating hit. But, we're scoring a lot more hits than they are. We're already reporting medium damage on that one. Oh. Yeah, there it goes. That's a rudder jam. I wanted to redirect the ships this way. Yep, there we go. It's probably sinking. Target the other one. Alright. Oh, there we go. That's a lot of hits. That's... Oh, 4 of those are 10-inch hits as well. Andromeda class is hit by a torpedo. And the Bachet class is now being shot at by our CAs and is now on fire. And is now dead because these things are... These things to normal CAs are going to be equivalent, basically, to a battlecruiser. Alright. That CA is still getting hit by a torpedo. This guy is still somehow alive. And now it is not. Yeah, we kind of massively won that. It just... So it did launch a torpedo at us. That torpedo didn't hit, and then we just scored so many hits, and it was eventually sinking. And the other one, we scored 10-inch hits, and it was just... Yeah, it died here. Just 750, 751, 752, 753. We just scored hits and hits and hits when its rudder was jammed. Oh no! Oh, it detaches. Yeah, okay. 740 or 1748. Critical hit. Rudder damage. Detaches due to jammed rudder, and then after that, we just put all the fire into it, and it just sank. It's just like, nope, I no longer exist. Their goal was to sink 2 ships, and I mean, we accomplished their goal. There we go. We finally got a good victory there. Unfortunately, our unrest levels are pretty high because Britain is doing the whole blockading thing. So those guys are going to get into the Caribbean next turn, and then we can get them into the North American East Coast. Okay. Yeah, they still have a large amount of ships in Southeast Asia. I'm not too concerned. Our stuff in Southeast Asia is, I think, outside of their invasion range, and it's outside of our invasion range, and I'm going to presume we're outside of theirs. It probably hasn't increased that much for them to really invade from Hong Kong. We are losing some VP due to them dominating the seas around there. Cruiser action up in Nova Scotia, it's small, yeah, we'll take it. Convoy defense down here. This is where our current ships would be, so why not? There we go. And now, this turn, they'll get finally back onto the East Coast. Okay. Still dominating the seas around the Caroline Islands. Yeah, you can buy that, Russia. Corrupt cemented armor. We're demanding peace and bread. We have torpedoed and sunk an AMC. California is damaged. That's not good. I don't know which one California is off the top of my head. That's Delaware. Yeah, okay. The Wyomings, the North Carolinas, and the Oregons are the important ones right now. The North Dakotas, to a limited extent, so it was kind of a shame to lose them. Oh, they have a lot here. Decline. Yeah, we can accept that. Easy. If that's all they have. Even though these are only Olympias. Just stay with the convoy. Found them. Squad Max. What are you? CL. CL Tribune class. Yeah, you're not going to be able to get at this convoy, you know. We'll chase it off. And then return. I mean, it knows it's outmatched. It knows that the better ships are these cruisers here. And we're just gonna kind of patrol here near the convoy. Make sure it doesn't come back. If it comes back at night, then we might be in a really good position to actually fight the thing. And it was unable to do anything. It ran away. We get a victory. 708 VP, that's fine. Alright, so now our ships are back on the East Coast. That is our main fleet right there. The Oregons, the North Carolinas, and the Wyomings. I'm gonna move the Delawares. Well, actually, I'm gonna move this Delaware here down into the Caribbean. I'm gonna move the North Dakota down into the Caribbean as well. Because what I want to do is, if I want to engage anything, I want it to be with these ships only. I don't want the stuff slowing down our battle line. Cruiser action, saying small. We'll accept. Oh, wait, that's Chicago. Ooh, crap. That's not gonna end well. Turn around. And run. This is our colonial cruiser. Yeah, no contact. Good. What did they have? Yeah, could have beaten us. And we get some VP due to that, too. Alright, so New York's also along the East Coast. We're also going to send you to the Caribbean. Yeah, there we go. How does the map look right now? Not a lot here, for whatever reason. Along... Okay, the blockade. CL San Diego. Can you stop mining the East Coast? Britain, accept that cruiser action. Cruiser... A coastal raid around Malaya, that would be what we're doing. I don't think I can accept that. Convoy defense around the Philippines. I'll have to take it. And there was an error, so it didn't happen. Apparently. Yeah, we're going to get another cruiser done this turn. I want more Rowan-class destroyers for this war. Oh yeah, the cruiser Kentucky's going to be done here soon, too. Alright, so... Now they do have some stuff on the East Coast. Come on. Huntington is now commissioned. That's good. Enemy coastal raid. Yeah, accept that. We get the CA Colorado. We get 2 Wyoming class heavy cruisers or armored cruisers, or these might be heavy cruisers now. No, I'd say they're still armored cruisers. They're still that concept, or super cruisers, whatever. And our airships are going out, and we got a contact over here. Good contact, guys. TR small merchants being fired at. Do they go this way? What heading? south-southwest. So they were going this way. That looks like a dead merchant. That is a dead merchant. Normal speed. There we go. That's a CL of the Leander class. It's a 21 knotter and a 28 knotter. I'm hoping that that 21 knotter slows down the 28 knotter, but it might not. On the other hand, we are pushing that 28 knotter right into our coast. Oh, it's sinking a minesweeper. I'm going to want to build more minesweepers, I think. Yeah, that Leander is completely screwed. And I think it knows it's screwed. It's getting approached by, 2 CAs. Right now, yes to all. Rescue survivors. Yeah, it's... But they are definitely wrecking our coastal ships here. Okay, we're hitting that Leander class. I mean, this is an old cruiser, so... Yeah, there we go. It's dead. Hit the Spartan. Hit the Spartan now. We did score a hit on it. That's good. Oh! We're forcing it by a coastal battery. There we go. Now we're scoring a lot of hits on it. Crap. Asshole. Alright, detach Colorado, take her off AA control, go down to 10, go down to 8 knots, split her off that way. Wyoming, continue at full speed. Colorado, limits flooding twice. Go to 6 knots. Colorado is still limiting flooding. Okay, we got out of that scenario. Colorado survived. Good. Colorado's going to be out for a bit. We got a major victory. They couldn't destroy the bombardment target, so Spartan class was hit a lot. So I assume it fired it fired one of its torpedoes and hit Colorado. Colorado took that torpedo hit but was able to get its flooding under control. Yeah, torpedo, CL Pike, and then it detaches. And it does limit its flooding. Yeah, high speed increases flooding though, but yeah, limits flooding, and got it under control well. Amphion, the Leander was just wrecked. Torn to shreds. 2 more British cruisers down. And that just means that Colorado's going to be out for 2 months. Alright, so Huntington is now working up. Our newest CL. The thing I want to do now that we did lose another Kingfisher, is we're going to build a new design of corvettes. Which is the same thing. Continued operations. Shipboard aircraft operation is going to be important. Convoy defense around the Philippines, medium. I'll take it. I'm guessing that means that the enemy has an armored cruiser here. I'm hoping that it doesn't mean that they have a battlecruiser here, because that would be bad. Alright, regroup with the merchant division. On the other hand, it's nighttime. So it's going to matter a lot. Okay, yeah, they only had a CA then. So what did they have? The CA Europa. Yeah, okay, we would have won that battle if contact had been established. Unfortunately, they were actually closer to us than we were to them. We're just going to build 10 of these SETA class for the moment. I'm going to say next month we're going to design a new CA. Alright, so now Britain did move their stuff back. So we're still sinking stuff on the East Coast. We lost a friendly submarine, friendly VP from trade warfare. We're getting VP. Convoy defense here. Come on, give us a second chance of that. Ah, crap, it's our light cruisers. Now I don't want a second chance of that cruiser. There we go, it's spotted. What are you? Oh, no. Don't be a CA. Oh, that's so bullshit. Run away. I mean, if we can do what that enemy CL did to us, we could put it down, but I am not confident that we can do that. Yeah, because we got no destroyers. We got nothing we needed. What we needed here was either our CAs or our destroyers. We didn't get either of them. They got the CA, we didn't. And now our merchants are suffering. And they have accomplished their objective. I'm gonna just order... It's totally not scripted to lose. I'm gonna just order them to retreat. Yeah, this was a scripted to lose battle. That CA Europa's just kind of sitting at there. Oh, it's... Hold on, it's firing at St. Louis class ships. Turn around. I told our other forces to disengage. Okay, St. Louis status. It's damaged. Run. You enjoy being scripted to lose, go play Football Manager. Why are you guys still involved in this engagement? I told you to run. I told you to get the fuck out of there. And you are not listening, and I'm probably gonna lose a ship because of this. Because you guys don't... What? Okay, never mind. Oh, man. Yeah. Good job. Good job, St. Louis class ships. CA Europa sunk. What did you do? Turret flash fire. Turret flash fire from Milwaukee. She got hooded. And that was why that was so spontaneous as well, because... Just... Yeah. A hit from Milwaukee. Flash fired the ship. Good job. Good job. Somebody's getting... I don't know if I mean, they did disobey orders, but they won. But they got lucky in their win. So I don't know, are they... I think they should get reprimanded and get a medal? At least somebody's getting a medal, though. St. Louis did take some damage, but is relatively okay. Navy's Medal of Honor and a General Discharge. Probably. Here, you are getting a Medal of Honor. Get out! Oh. I closed it, and it had to show me the end screen again. So yeah. That happened. Okay, so what's in the South Pacific right now? We have that guy. Yeah. Honestly, what we could do is improve the bases at the Bismarck Archipelago and build up a couple 6-inch turrets there just to kind of keep that place safe. Thanks for going above and beyond the Call of Duty, but that's a shit game, so get out. Yep, basically. Alright, so now what? Can we invade you yet, Grand Bahama? No, we can't. Alright, so what I want to do is I want to get out of this war with points. Huntington is finished. Alright. 3 turns on Kentucky. Let's, you know, design a new CA. How about? So I'm going to clear all the turrets. I'm going to just get rid of the structure entirely. Like so. And then I'm going to get rid of the funnels. I'm going to keep the 24 6-inch guns, but what happens if I do that? Let's add in a single turret. What happens if I do that? 40%. Okay, we got to keep them in casemates. Now we don't need cross-deck fire anymore is the thing, though. Okay, so these things are designed for 28 knots. I think I want to get them up to 29. We go up to an 8-inch belt. We can't. That's still so lame. Range medium, yeah. Time to build 40,000 ton CAs. Who's with me? So we can't get super fire, or we can't get super firing B. We can get that. We can get that. We can get that. L. Oh yeah, director firing. Can we get a Q? Do you really want to armor the main turrets that have like... How many guns is that? That's a lot of guns. Honestly, I might go up to like 14 inches of turret armor. 4 top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Casual plus 18 plus 24 equals 42. Yeah. So that's 6 turrets. Agincourt had more turrets than this. No. No, I'm not. It's actually 18 plus 24 plus 24. Yeah, the tertiaries. Yeah, so the idea with this is that these guns can do a lot of damage. However, these guns here can also hit pretty hard. Or not hit pretty hard. These guns here can try to light the enemy ships on fire. And that's the idea. So we're going to suggest a name. This will be... we'll name it after the sunk one. Yes, Michigan. Alright, so is there anything else I can get here? I can't get more secondaries, by principle of the game. We have a bit of extra weight remaining. Oh, right, I would need to also do this design thing here. Increase the belt extended. Your triple turret short of a noise. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. Oh, wait, no, I have to keep that at max. I can't go 6-inch tertiaries. It doesn't let... Oh, 5-inch tertiaries. I could, but now I'm running out of... Yeah, now I'm running out of room, so I'm not going to do the nice yet. I'm not going to do the noise. We'll go back up to the 14-inch turrets. I'll keep those at 4-inch. I think this... It'll be easier to distinguish a 6-inch from a 4-inch than it would be a 6-inch from a 5-inch. So I think in terms of fire control, that helps out a little bit. I might do... I don't know. I might go up to... Actually, I'll increase the conning tower armor, too, to like 12 inches. Alright, so structure 1 here. So yeah, this is a pretty insane ship. I mean, any 40,000 ton CA is gonna be pretty insane, but wouldn't a 5-inch hit do? Yeah, it would. It would do more damage, but the fire control thing probably sides towards the 4-inch being a little better and not impacting the. Basically, I think you're gonna get more hits if you have the 4-inch and the 6-inch rather than if you have the 6-inch and the 5-inch. Having that greater difference in gun caliber is gonna help out a little more than not. Although again, that's realistically, I don't know how well that is actually modeled in the game. You know what? You know, we don't have enough room for funnels on this ship. But there's a way to fix that. Yes, we're going twin side-by-side funnels. In 1914. I'm probably gonna hear a no from chat in a moment, right? Come on. Just align perfect. Actually, you know what? Oh, it's not perfect. The balls turn shaft and tip configuration. Yeah, you're not wrong. You know what? Here's what I should be doing. What if I just kind of ran this through there? Well, no. Let's run that there. Let's start it here. Let's have this funnel be in the correct place. And then we can do that. So then, this funnel, I want to move over there first, and then I want to click probably about there-ish. Maybe a little down. There we go. Yeah, just don't comment what that looks like. Oh my god, all the crews of this ship are gonna be so mocking it, or completely mocking it. I would say people from Michigan would be ashamed, but I'm pretty certain that they'll just make jokes about how bad their state is. You can't really unsee Dick Cruiser once you see it. I'm gonna need to post this design to the Rule Waves Discord, just to see their reaction. This is how you confuse people. They're gonna be like, what is that thing? Why are those funnels placed as is? What are you doing? I'm gonna get a what are you doing from them, aren't I? Alright, so then I'm gonna do, I'm gonna actually make that a little wider. Too wide. Alright, so structure 5 will be our, I'm gonna start out like this so that we kind of have an illusion of a conning tower there. And I'm gonna kind of go out like so. And then kind of gonna have the wings and go back up. And then down again. And then only kind of like that. I wish you could sextuple superimpose turrets. That would be fun. That would be fun. I will say. Doing that much super firing stuff. Actually, I'm gonna do something like this probably. There we go. This is the Cruiser Michigan. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this as like an aft mast. Sort of design, and I'm not getting this at all right. Here's 18 guns, stack them into a fucking Megatron looking thing. Yep. And that'll take me 3 months to design. So I should be able to build those probably, or that'll be ready probably a month after Kentucky comes into the scene. Yeah, that's gonna be an absurd design, frankly. Yeah. Alright, I should probably rebuild some ships. Cruiser action down here. Medium, I'll take it. Alright, so what do we have in the East Coast? We have the Oregons. I'm gonna send the Oregons into the late game. 90,000 ton super cruisers late game. Don't tempt me. There's I'm not necessarily gonna say that I'll do that, but there's a reasonable chance I'll do that. I don't know if I'll get to 90,000 tons, but I might. Okay. Seal Dayton is commissioned, and light forces and torpedo warfare. Ooh, triple torpedo mounts, that's fun. Mine laying subs, effective battle site. An end to hardship in ward. New Mexico is damaged. Enemy coastal raid here. Own forces in area are that. I'll accept it. Although we are down a couple of our major CAs, but we still got enough. Oh crap, we got California in our squadron. That was exactly what I was worried about. So we're going to be slow, but sea state limits ship speed anyway, so not like it matters. Alright, so they're trying for a coastal raid somewhere up here. I don't know if they're intending on hitting coastal shipping or what. Alright, go to squad max. Keep on your current heading. What is it? What ship here have we spotted? Go in a little closer to it. See, a single enemy CA. Oh, what is that? Okay, we're opening fire at the Diadem. That's a inconstant class battlecruiser. Alright, this has gotten way more interesting. We need to get that inconstant class closer. Fire at the inconstant. The Diadem's not as important. Push it back. Wyoming took a hull hit. It did not penetrate. That inconstant does not have good armor, nor does it have good speed. You know what? Leave California behind. Run at them. I've ordered you to fire at the inconstant. Why are you not doing it? Wyoming is taking hits. Significant hits. Not a lot of damage. Come on, hit the Diadem. There we go. Now we're lighting up that Diadem. The Diadem is crippled. Fire at the inconstant. Please. Wyoming, pass-through hit. Didn't do a lot, it looks like. We are taking 14-inch hits. Actually, what's the speed limit right now? We are limited to 26 knots. We've scored a hit on the inconstant class. We've scored another hit on the inconstant class. Alright, now we're starting to fire at that inconstant. I don't know how California's keeping up. Those were 10-inch hits. Good. So it's saying light damage, but that does look like a disabled turret there. That's one of those is 10-inch. That turret's come back online, though. It's pulling away. So whatever we've done something to it. We scored another 10-inch hit on it. Submerged torpedo flat hit on Wyoming. Flooding is not severe. 2 engine room belt hits did not penetrate. Good. I'm going to order a flotilla attack. This inconstant is slowed. Massively. We scored a 6-inch hit. The Diadem is massively slowed. One of those is a 10-inch. That's another 6-inch. That's another 10-inch. California took a secondary battery hit. Those were 10-inch hits. Wadsworth is launching torpedoes at the Diadem. Wyoming, one of her turrets has been destroyed. Unfortunately, she's lost 2 turrets so far. We've scored more hits on the Inconstant. More hits on the Inconstant. Wadsworth suffered a turret destroyed. That's not as important as Wyoming. How fast is that Inconstant moving? 20 knots now. I'm going to assume that she either had machinery damage or was flooding and has since repaired it. The Diadem looks crippled. Inconstant's coming back around at us. Tucker is launching torpedoes at the Diadem. The Inconstant looks to have a jammed rudder. And now our battlecruisers, well, not our battlecruisers, our armored cruisers are starting to circle it. See a Diadem class hit. Let's see, a Diadem is in amongst our destroyers. Wadsworth is sinking, unfortunately. It must have taken too many hits. The Diadem class is somehow not getting torpedoed like it should be. Okay, so the Inconstant is still getting torpedoed. It's still circling. It's on fire. Enemy CA Diadem is hit by torpedo. I'm assuming it's dead. All of the Inconstant's guns have been knocked out. Let's just double check. Wyoming is in good shape, other than the destroyed turrets. Colorado has not been hit. California only took 1 hit. Yeah, the Diadem's dead. Crap! Colorado, split off. That was our own torpedo. And it exploded. There we go. We lost a destroyer. We lost Wadsworth, unfortunately. Good destroyer. Shame we lost it. Torpedo tubes exploded. That's probably why it went down. But, you know, the battlecruisers are furious. I mean, I'm not going to go through necessarily all of this. It's so difficult to tell. I'll just kind of scroll down like this slowly. But yeah, in the end, a turret flash fire blew the ship up. But it was already, it was already rendered combat ineffective. Diadem, no, was just shot up a bunch and was eventually sinking. Torpedo rudder damaged Wyoming. So, the other question is, O'Brien torpedoed Colorado. I mean, I kind of sailed into that torpedo, but still, yeah, our main damage was caused by our own ship that engagement, which is a really weird thing to think about. Our most heavily damaged ship was friendly fire in an engagement where we had armored cruisers pitted against an enemy battlecruiser. Yeah. Well then, we win. That Inconstant class is very dead. Alright, so how soon until the organs are done? 3 months until they're out with their improved fire control. We've commissioned a new submarine. Lock him up and throw away the key. Improved airship tail design, that's okay. Okay, trade disruptions from raider and submarine sinkings are causing hardship. That's good. Convoy defense near Guantanamo Bay. I think I will take it. Cruiser action here. Doesn't look like they have enough to really contest me. And, of course, we get 1 cruiser. What are you? Oh, it's an Olympia. Of course our cruiser's an Olympia, so we aren't gonna... Oh, they get 2 ships, because of course they do. Oh, one of those is a destroyer, though. So that's Tribune class, or cruiser. We can we can stay broadside to one of those and just shoot at it and have it shoot at us. There we go, we scored a hit. We took a hit. It didn't penetrate. That was a 4-inch hit, I'm guessing. Conning tower hit. Tribune class hit with a 3-inch there. So now the problem is we can't run away, really, from this engagement. It can kind of control the path of the engagement. On the other hand, it can't really get rid of us. Well, I mean, it can. It would be like if we were losing the engagement, it would be able to win. If it was losing the engagement, it would be able to disengage. Yeah, just enter port. That is fine. Yeah, in the scenario. Yep. No damage done. Hello, Michigan. That is a lot of money. Yeah. Well then. Hello, Michigan. This is going to be a good cruiser. This is going to be fun. So, Kentucky will complete in 2 months, and I think the Oregons will be here in 2 months as well. This month thing is a lie, because it'll go down to 0, because we have the director firing thing installed. Yeah. Now, I'm trying to decide if I'm going to continue or not. Yeah, I'll continue. I'll continue for another engagement. Well, I need to use the bathroom, so I will be right back, and then I'll continue. Alright, I am back. I have now remembered to actually turn off the be right back sign. And there we go. So, I probably a little too preemptively ordered Michigan. So I'll just halt it for the moment. We are going to get a Rowan class here, though. So that's good. So they're dominating the seas. Now we get the Panama Canal, finally! Continue operations. Okay, so we get 4 points. So Bermuda? Let me see where Trinidad is. Trinidad's down there. And I'll get Grand Bahama as well. I want to kick the British out of the, out of the Caribbean. Although Bermuda is not in the Caribbean, but that means that they cannot actually station ships on the East Coast. So that would be good. I think this is, I would gladly take this right here. The thought is we could trade out for New Providence, we could trade out, probably not for the Falklands, Fiji or the Solomon Islands might be okay as well. I probably won't. We'll do that. And Winslow is now returned. So there we go. Yeah, the East Coast is looking really American at this point. That went well. We won. I would say we won. In terms of ship losses, we were able to inflict a battlecruiser loss on the British, along with a couple more CA losses. Unfortunately, we lost 2 CAs due to mines in that war. A pretty important one and a less important one. I think I was going to continue streaming until the end of the war, and now the war's over. So, well, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the doctrine stuff. But yeah, I think I'm going to call the stream here. I know I just got back from the bathroom. I shouldn't have used it. I should have just gone on one more turn, had it end on me right then and there. But yeah. I don't want to do the scrappening right now. We have to go through a scrappening. The Delawares are too old. Delawares are just too old. I mean, we gotta look at the Minneapolises. I think they gotta go. I think we gotta look at the Olympias and the Spokanes as well. Probably don't have to look at the destroyers at the moment, or the minesweepers. But yeah, I'll be back sometime, or hopefully in a few days for another stream of this. Hopefully within a few days, I should say. And at some point, I also want to do an RL craft stream, because that looks fun too. So yeah, I guess with that, I will see you next time then. Oh yeah, and also I'm so clipping my angry rage, which resulted in the ship then exploding. If it hasn't already been clipped. Bye.